What's up, everybody? I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today we're going to be reviewing the brand new Walmart exclusive Captain ENOCH and Night Trooper Black Series 2-pack.
Nice.
This one recently came out, already on sale. Thanks, Walmart. And we're pretty hyped on this one, even though it's Justin's dreaded, it's new media. Look out. It's going to get you. It's going to get you.
It's just hard to say no to troopers.
Yeah.
So when I see a Trooper 2-pack for $44.99, good price on the modern 2-packs here in the World of Black Series, it's hard to resist. Especially since this is a lot of 2020 Stormtrooper reuse. And you know we love that buck. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, I'll get my troopers. I'll get my troopers. Of course, we got that teal-ish Ahsoka packaging. No angle, Nate. No angle.
Yep, the angle's gone.
Still got a solid mural, though. The bio reads, Captain ENOCH, Grand Admiral Thrawn's Captain of the Guard, is an ominous sentinel who wears a modified helmet with a golden face hammered into its mask. Brought to life by the sinister magic of the Great Mothers, Night Troopers are a macabre fighting force. So let's crack these bad boys open. Cool little background piece.
All right, Justin, in particular review fashion, let's start with the accessories. We
All
get
right.
two. We have a brand new blaster for Captain ENOCH, which has some matching gold paint.
I like that.
And then we also get a boring, plain old, lame ass gray plastic E11 with no paint on it.
The classic sparkly gray paint that I hate so much. This is literally the worst colored plastic that they can do for accessories, and they always do it. It's that sparkly gray, dull plastic. I hate it so much.
Yeah, it looks bad. I think it should have at least had some paint on it, considering how much reuse is in this 2-pack.
Yeah.
There is some new sculpting, for sure.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's like, we couldn't have got a little silver?
Yeah.
Or at least have it cast in black plastic like they do sometimes.
Of course. I actually think this set has a surprisingly new amount of tooling. In my opinion, at least.
In some ways, definitely. I mean, I understand what you mean. So
Yeah.
let's just jump into the figures themselves. Why don't we start with Captain ENOCH,
Sure.
who actually probably has more reuse than the Night Trooper.
Yeah, which is surprising.
In all honesty.
Yeah.
Now, on Captain ENOCH, of course, we have a brand new helmet. It is very nicely detailed.
It is, yeah.
Of course, there are some widespread QC issues with the Imperial insignias on the helmet.
Yeah.
Mine aren't too bad, but
No.
I have seen some really bad ones. And just in general, though, when you look at pictures of Captain ENOCH, the placement of the logos is not really where they should be in general, higher up on the helmet.
Yeah.
But that's kind of nitpicky.
Right. The helmet itself, though, is awesome. Of course, it's a new sculpt, has that face in it. It has a wash on the face, which you pointed out before we started recording. And I like the variety of color here with the shade of gray. You get some black in there, like on the eyes, and, of course, the brow, the white, the gold. I really do like the gold on this figure. It's straight up looks kind of shiny, actually.
It's a pretty good gold for the Black Series, and honestly, it's a gold that could even potentially work for a C-3PO.
Right. I love all the cracks that are on this figure. I forget the Japanese art style it's like kind of going for.
Yeah, like the cracked teapot
Yeah.
kind of deal.
I know there's a specific term for it, but I'm
Right.
just blanking on it. And I like that it's sculpted.
Yeah, the overlay is technically new on ENOCH because the cracks are sculpted into the chest piece.
Right. That is a new sculpt then. I mean, if it's new sculpted detail on it, that's a whole new sculpt for the torso overlay. We could say the same thing for the Night Trooper over there. But I really like this. I like when they sculpt the cracks and the lines and then they fill it in. It just gives it so much more depth, and it really gives you more detail. It just looks like it has more definition to it.
Yeah, absolutely. We also get a newly tooled soft plastic skirt piece.
Yeah.
Which is a little restrictive, unfortunately.
Oh, shit.
It kind of really kills ENOCH's leg articulation.
Yeah.
which is unfortunate because I would like to do a little dynamic posing as he is a trooper.
Yeah, of course.
But at the end of the day, I know in my heart of hearts, he's probably just going to be standing on my shelf with the blaster next to Thrawn, with the Night Trooper next to him.
Yeah.
So it's not a huge deal to me. However, I do think it's still worth pointing out because it restricts not only the movement of the leg going forward and back, but also side to side. However, it does look nice. It's a great new sculpt. The soft plastic, you get those really nice details that you can't get with soft goods.
Right. And the body itself, you already know the 2020 Stormtrooper. That's what this is for the most part.
Yeah.
And it's excellent. I mean, every 2020 Stormtrooper, pretty much the same. So you're going to get that same range. I love the butterfly joints on this one. I don't know if it's just your copy, but like the range is crazy good on this.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
I feel like both ENOCH and the Night Trooper, at least my copies, the butterflies have way more range to them than any of my previous 2020 Stormtroopers ever had. So I don't know if they changed something. Maybe they loosened it up a little bit, like it's not as tight in the production, because my Night Trooper, it is a little looser than a typical 2020 Stormtrooper. Yeah, just jumping back though briefly to ENOCH, like you said, great articulation. The only thing that's a really bummer is the restricted leg movement. Otherwise, you can get him into pretty much any pose that you could possibly want. Final note about ENOCH, he does have weapon storage. Always worth pointing out when you actually get the holster.
Of course.
And it fits in there just fine. So now moving on to the Night Trooper here. This figure technically has more new sculpting, I think, than ENOCH, because the helmet is a new sculpt. It has the cracked details are sculpted into the actual helmet itself. So
love that. Helmet's
a new sculpt, overlays a new sculpt, the torso, the shoulder pads, this entire arm. His entire right arm down to the hand is all new sculpting, because the bandages thankfully are sculpted onto the Night Trooper. That was a big worry at first.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier when I mentioned like this set is actually surprisingly new, because I 100% thought in my head that it was just going to be painted on.
Yep.
Like there's your ribbons.
100%. But
I would never have expected the sculpted ribbons. So this is actually a pleasant surprise on the Night Trooper.
It is. However, I will say what probably saved us from that alternate reality is that they're 100% going to reuse this for Ezra.
Oh, 100%.
This is from the neck down, the ribbons match 100% identically.
The cracks
to Ezra when he's in the Night Trooper disguise at the end of the series. So I also think that's probably why they were able to squeeze a little bit more budget into this, because they're going to reuse this figure and, just give us a Ezra head with it.
Yeah.
But either way, it's still hype, and I'm excited. I'm not going to pick up the Ezra, but unless they include a different helmet. And then,
I think they will.
And then, is that how they're going to get us on the army building?
I think they will, because he's holding the helmet, and it is different than this one. I kind of like this one, how it's like the black helmet one.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different, variations of the Night Trooper in the series. Mm-hmm. But I think it's cool. Nice variety. Love the ribbons, love the gold, just like the ENOCH. I love the gold lining and the cracks, all that detail. And again, this one is on that 2020 Stormtrooper body, so the articulation is sick. It might come with the stupid gray sparkle E11, but you're going to get that E11 into some great poses. I mean, we've had this sculpt for almost 5 years. It's awesome. Just like that. Look at Nate go. Look at the master at work here. Less than 15 seconds. He's getting a killer pose going.
Oh, yeah. And I really like that the articulation of the Night Trooper lends itself as well to some fun posing. If you want to kind of give him a little bit of like a zombie, undead pose.
Do you think they'll do a green eye version?
I would honestly be down for them to go crazy with the Night Troopers. Give us all the different variations, and then also give us the Death Trooper.
Oh, yeah.
Death Troopers.
With the exposed jaw, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be some seriously cool stuff. But I at least hope we get a couple more Night Troopers because there was so many different variety of them. The last thing I want to point out, though, before I pass it over to you, because I want you to feel how smooth the articulation is,
All right.
is I can't not bring it up. It doesn't bug me that much, Justin, but we have to mention the Night Trooper is a victim of the cake frosting plastic.
Yep.
This is the weird, cheaper plastic that Hasbro sometimes uses for their army building troopers.
Yep.
And they did do it on the Night Trooper. You can tell immediately when they are side by side.
Oh, 100%. Because you see the gloss on, a regular old 2020, and it's just completely dull. I feel like this doesn't bother me as much as it does you because it's such a uniquely different design. And just like, I don't know, they've been out of it for so long. Maybe their armor yellowed over time.
I mean, that is a possibility.
I know that's some mental gymnastics on my part, but there's so much stuff going on the figure, I can look past it. But I do agree. I mean, why not just do the better plastic?
Yeah, I just felt like it was worth mentioning simply because, if we're going to criticize the Dewback Sand Trooper for being cake frosting plastic, we just got to stay consistent. We got to at least point it out.
Fair.
But I agree with you on this figure in particular. It bothers me way less than it does the Dewback Sand Trooper.
Right.
But feel the legs. Feel how smooth those are in comparison to like the 2020 Stormtrooper. I feel like has really stiff, tight joints. The knees are like when you move them, you can bend it like right here, and then you can like bend it right here. Mm-hmm. The knees are a lot more fluid.
You don't have those clicks.
Yeah, there's no clicks on the Night Trooper legs. Or on the elbows either. It's like they totally smoothed out the articulation of the 2020 Stormtrooper. And look at you go, Justin. That's just how great the 2020 Stormtrooper is. Anyone can get a banging ass pose out of it.
Anyone can pose.
That's right. But
when it comes to the 2020 sculpt, so good.
The 2020 sculpt is fantastic. And honestly, all in all, Justin, I feel like this set is pretty awesome.
Yeah, 100%.
We've got some minor nitpicks with both figures. However, I think in the grand scheme of things, they're both pretty strong releases. I mean, they are troopers. We're a little trooper biased here, of course. But for Disney-era Star Wars, these are two cool new designs that I like, that I feel like represent what Star Wars is without it being too different or outlandish. And I think these guys are gonna get fit great on my little small sect of my Empire shelf, where I'm gonna have Ahsoka Thrawn, Captain Enoch, and the Night Trooper, and they're gonna be in their own little sect of weird magic.
Yeah,
Imperials.
That's what I plan on doing as well.
So I think having the three of them. Oh yeah, I know I'm gonna have to leave the Night Trooper in like an undead kind of pose on the shelf, just because it's going to be so fun. Both of these figures are a lot of fun, and I think it's safe to say, considering we both picked it up, we'd recommend the 2-pack. It delivers. It definitely delivers. It's nothing crazy, nothing mind-blowing, but we get a lot of new sculpting, we get some good paint, and we just have a couple minor nitpicks. Not bad at the end of the day.
Yeah, 100%. If you're into troopers, if you're into the show, if you're into fun figures, if you're into just the designs, you think the designs are cool, easy pickup. Like I said, Ahsoka's not my favorite. I'm kind of in the middle of the road on that series, but I can't say no to troopers like that. I mean, come on now.
Right.
I can't say no to troopers.
These troopers look so awesome, and honestly, final thought, special shout out to the wash on Enoch's face.
We've been seeing some washes this year.
Is the wash making a comeback?
Return of the wash?
I would love it. But for now, those are our thoughts on the Captain Enoch and Night Trooper 2-pack. Let us know what you think about the set in the comments down below. Are you picking this one up? Are you passing? Are you going to get it on sale? Or did you already get it on sale? Because considering
$30.
By the time these were sitting on my porch, it was on sale on Walmart's website. So thank you for that, Walmart. that's really great of you to punish people who pre-order your figures ahead of time.
Yep.
Really cool that they pretty much offered no real solution either. They wouldn't even price match their own website. Tangents aside, I'm Nate. Join with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement.